Hey, hey, hey. Mm, I had to jump on here a little early today because there's a lot of activity going on and I have to help a friend. So I just wanted to say you have to look at how you are attracting energy into your life. That's why I emphasize thinking about what you're saying and the energy that you're bringing to the table. We just had some shifts in astrology where Neptune's back in Pisces, so it's doing a retrograde. And I know this may sound like foreign information, but it is information that you can look up as well. That's why I refer to it. I will be having a seminar to give you more insight so you can ask me some more questions. But as these shifts happen in the universe, we have shifts around ourselves. The most important thing you can do is to take care of this. Take care of this. Because if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody else. The energy you attract goes into how you treat self. Okay. And when I'm talking about manifestation, manifesting, these are the things that go into it. How we mentally set ourselves up. And the mental goes into the physical, the emotional, the financial, the spiritual, the whole nine. And maybe you didn't have an example, or maybe your example was just jacked up. It happens. Not all energies attract energies instantaneously. Sometimes immature energies take a little longer to develop. But if you want to develop that energy, you have to start by going within to find out what's going on within your head, within your spirit. Look, the planets affect us, whether or not you want to admit to it, they do. I got some challenging days for each of the elements, that's earth, water, fire, air. And it's just some notes. Just take the notes. If it works, great. If it doesn't, because we do have to deal with energy, and how we attract it is where we got it, way we put it out, the way we draw it into ourselves. So the first thing I'm going to ask you is to think about, what are you affirming for? What is your affirmation? Do you have an affirmation? Do you know what an affirmation is? Because that goes into your own belief systems. That's number one. Do you have a way of connecting with yourself to calm yourself down, to self soothe? What is that technique? Do you have a technique? When you add up your aromatherapy, when you add up your affirmations, and then you start looking at just the astrology that's going on around you, because it is real. The planets are real. I'm not making this up. They are a part of our day to day, who we are and how we interact with one another. And if you could get a little bit more information so that you can know, what outfit to wear that day, isn't that worth it? Now, I know this world goes through a lot of changes, ups and downs. But I do know that if you're not in a good place, nobody around you is going to be in a good place because you're not ready to be in a good place. You're just not going to attract it. Now, we're in Virgo time. Virgo is about being of service, they're about details. They're the earth sign that's mutable, so they will transcend whatever they got to transcend. I'm talking the high level Virgos. Low end, they got their own issues, just like anybody else. And we're not even going to speak to the low frequency. But the energy that we're attracting, we have to stop and look at, okay, how can I change this? Starting with your attitude. Is it of gratitude? Manifestation comes from those who are also of service and light. Yeah, that means you give where you can, you stay centered where you focus, and you bless those that you can't help. You're not supposed to be mean, rude, and become to the point where you want to hurt other people. That's not being spiritual. That's processing your emotions, and you have a right to be angry. You have a right. But how you deal with that, that's up to you. Okay? Because A whole nother level of energy. So, looking at the rest of the month of September, okay, for the earth signs. Hey, Miss Vet. That's my Tauruses, my Virgos, and my Capricorns. September 16th and September 26th. Please pay attention to those days. They could have a little bit more and you just want to be cooler that day and maybe keep a good attitude. Make sure you have some breakfast. Make sure you're taking care of you, okay, Mr. and Mrs. Earth sign, because y'all need that energy to keep that focus and that balance. Okay. Now, from my water signs, that's my Pisces, my Cancers, and my Scorpios. Your emotions are going to be high. The 12th and the 20th are the 2 days of this month that I would pay attention to. Just because the energy is going to be a little bit more higher, you may be more sensitive about things, and you may, you know, not have discernment. Let's put it like that. You may just say what you feel, mean what you say, and on and so forth. There's nothing wrong with that. Just on those days, make sure you are clear about what you're saying, just, and be willing to stand for it. My fire. That's my Aries, my Leo, and my Sagittarius. September 24th and September 13th are your two most challenging days of this particular month. And I think it's because with all of the shifts from Earth, and we're going to go into air because we're going to go into Libra at the middle of the month. That is a shift for you, fire, where you're going to be kind of working, because fire and earth have to work to connect. They really have to, bring something to the table, while fire and air is combustible. It just, they're made it. It's like not a problem. So I think with you, fire, September 24th and September 13th, just pay attention. Make sure you're getting some sleep. Try to make sure attitude is in gratitude, because, especially Aries, just feel like Aries is so sensitive, they could just, say whatever they want. Just say. And for my air signs, that's my Gemini, my Libra, and my Aquarius, September 17th and September 27th. Those 2 days for this month could be very challenging. Oh, thank you, Missy. That's so sweet. And I think the challenge, air sign, is because, like I said, we're going to shift from being in that fiery, or because right now Mercury's in Virgo, so it's very comfortable there. And we're going to shift into more of the Librian, and that's going to be more cerebral. So you may have a lot more thoughts and ideas, especially Gemini. Write them down. Try to capture them as much as possible. Libra, just make sure you're taking care of your body and those around you the best you can. Because I just see more energy coming towards you as far as family. Maybe a family get together. It's your birthday cycle, so probably have some get togethers. Yeah. Aquarius, oh my. Y'all are very intense right now. You just get, Pluto is sitting in Aquarius and you're just inquisitive. And, I would always say, as Aquarius energy is, just breathe it in. And if it still feels like that's what you want to do, then go for it. Okay. Because I think that energetically, Aquarius is right now are really, really, really being pushed to be the best that they can be, whatever that version of yourself is. Because Pluto is about hidden stuff behind the scenes. And Aquarius is about humanity, electricity, progression. So, energy. So if you can, Aquarius, just make sure you're getting that sleep, getting that rest. Now, just in general, when you look at energy, guys, look at what you're saying to other people, and then look how they respond to you. And I'm not talking doing texts, because texts don't count. I do not do text conversations. I don't believe in them. I think they're wrong because they can be misinterpreted. I think you need to have a live Zoom, a live phone call, something where you guys have to speak one on one and together. Okay, it's very, very important, especially right now with we're being in Virgo and it is a physical sign, to make sure you're writing notes, going through and reviewing your notes, and maybe even revising your notes. And look at the details. Look at the details. Because if something's not working for you guys, this is the time you start making some adjustments and changes. Now, today I will not be live at 2 o'clock. This is my little brief on how we use our energy and how it affects us, what you're attracting in your life. It's just a little brief, little 20 minutes. Hey, now, how you doing? I do have a report that you guys can get, and I go to candlesbyari.com and check that out, because see, We're going to fall into the gap sometimes. And the gap is where we're doing our meditation, prayers, whatever your religious preferences are. And then you go out into the world and you just see a lot of conflicts where that stuff doesn't work and da 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 da. My grandma always told me that if you carry spirit in you, if it's not working for you, then that's spirit telling you it's not working for you. And you may have to leave it alone or find another way in. But if you don't have that spiritual guidance, if you don't have that compass, astrology is a great way to give you a lot of insight because it just talks about the energy. It's whatever we choose to do with that high or low is our free will choice. And over the years, as a spiritual, intuitive astrology reader, life coach, meditation coach, I've found when people find that balance, when they find that serenity, they may realize a lot of things that they have been taught or been energetically exposed to were not the healthiest things in the world. And unfortunately, you can't see emotional scars, people. You can't see them. I was reading some articles about mental well being and where we are, and we're at a very critical point as people because we have so many ways to communicate. I say always go within and start doing your prayers and checking in on yourself. Look for healthy people that you can talk to that are doing healthy things. Find your connection to what you enjoy, be it art or exercising or writing. Connect with something just for the joy of doing it. Because true manifestation, you guys, comes from within. Yeah, believing in yourself, believing that you're doing the right thing to the best of your abilities. And how you know you're doing the right thing? Because good begots good. Yeah, I mean, things happen, life goes through ups and downs. Not talking about that. But, you know, there is a divine design that runs every single thing on this planet. Some better than others. You know what I mean? So mm, I get my water 64 ounces every single day minimum. Mm, hmm It's so important for your irrigation and your hydration. But as you start being better to yourself, treating your mind and body the way you should be treated. Hi Tyson, how you doing? You start feeling less and less stressed out because you're not trying to hurt yourself. You're just trying to do the best that you can. The best that you can. And some days are better than others. But as you start attracting those better days, you start seeing where you can stay on task for your own personal health and well being. Art is the best way to do that. Finding an art outlet is incredible. Writing, poetries, painting, sculpting. It doesn't have to be expensive. Just something simple. Just go in the backyard and see what you have that you can play with. Because you need outlets, guys. For manifestation to happen, you need to have that balance so that you're not trying to push spirit to do something before it's ready to happen. Does that make any sense? You got to allow the universe to flow in and through you in order for manifestation to be complete. How that happens is that you open up to a new way, a better way, a smoother way of doing things. I'm doing wonderful 17 years with Jennifer. We're eating. Oh, congratulations, Tyson. 17 years. Happy anniversary. Woo, that's a big one. He's on my TikTok. It's one of my fans. Hey, now. So, manifestation of energy, when I look at this, like for the water signs, September 12th and September 20th being challenging, which September 12th is tomorrow, water. That's my Pisces, Cancers, and Scorpios. Just chill. Just make sure you're in a chill place and you got some good food. Part of manifestation is manifesting the things that you can in life. They bring you joy, they keep you calm. Doesn't have to be a lot of it, just a nice quality. Like some grapes and walnuts, that's a great snack. And some cheese and crackers and maybe some things like that. Just stuff to just relax you, right? Just, oh, and happy birthday, Tyson turning 50, 50. Hey, hey, hey. Take care of yourself, okay? Make sure you're taking care of you. You too. Because the more we do this, guys, the more we find this mental spiritual balance, especially with the energy that's being presented, the less likely you're going to be reactionary over stuff you just don't have no control. It's not that you don't care. You just have to trust that if it's coming to you, everything will be revealed and you just need to wait till further, you know, time. Maybe you can jump on your phone and research it. Maybe you just wait and see some things take place. Everybody's journey is different. But the most important thing is it's your journey. It's your journey. So you don't have to go backwards here. Okay? You don't have to make yourself unnecessarily nuts. If you're already there, I understand. I do get it. But slowing down, making sure you're drinking enough water, making sure you're eating a fruit and a vegetable. I mean, like, as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna grab me a snack, and I already got my banana ready to go, and I'm gonna make me a little sandwich, and I'm gonna chill for a little bit, do some meditation, clean up the house, and then I'm out, probably for the rest of the afternoon. And that's okay. That's what we're doing early today because we got stuff to do. So, man, my best friend on Facebook was school with fourth graders. I needed myself. Yeah. Take care of yourself, Tyson. That's the most important thing you can do, guys. If you hear me do say nothing else, is make sure you're taking care of you. Now, I have a lot of information and I try to give as many tidbits as possible. I will be putting together a seminar, okay, so that if you have questions, you can actually ask me. You can always DM me or email me. I'll eventually get around to it, or one of my staff members will. But the energy that I'm putting out is from years and years and years of experience, years and years of experience. So this information did not come without a lot of research, a lot of time, and a lot of patience. And if you can just learn to plan your energy, to stay open to your energy. Like we do meditation. I do a guided meditation through Zoom twice a month. The next one's coming up this weekend, which I think is the 14th. I think it's the 14th. I don't have the calendar in front of me 3 days from now, 3 or 4 days. I'm going to go 13, 14. Anyway, join me. Come take a time, sit and listen, and just relax the mind. Take care of yourself, Tyson. You should come to the meditation on Sunday. Register at candlesbyari.com. Because, guys, you're the only you have. And if you don't treat yourself right, the energy that you're dragging to yourself, ain't going to treat you much better. And you don't want to be one of those people that just hate life and is pissed off all the time and everybody is wrong and everything's against you. Everything. No. At some point, you got to make the peace within, and the peace around you falls into place because you're no longer trying to fix it. You're no longer trying to understand. You just are taking the steps you need to do everything you can to be the best version of yourself. And when you can't do that no more, just call him and say, Uncle. But it starts with manifesting within you. And that's your decision. So I'm going to ask you to like and follow and share. I have over 300 episodes on iHeart Radio under spiritual coaching with Ari Mac. Now we're manifesting. Yeah, now we're manifesting with Ari Mac because we already did the coaching. You guys are coached up. You good? Okay, cool. Now we're going to go into manifesting. And I got a program, guys, that talks about the planets, the stars, and gives you that energetic inspiration to know that you're not alone. There are things happening in the cosmos. There are energy shifts, but you are not alone. The universe does not work in a malicious way. That's our own personal stuff, and I think we watch way too much TV. I think the entertainment business and went over the top with the whole like da 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 da. You are worthy of nothing but the best. You deserve nothing but the best, whatever that deems to you. So learn to listen to self, learn to take care of your body, and more importantly, learn to be happy within because you're beautiful just the way you are. I think they even said a song, isn't it? Beautiful. I'm not gonna try to mess it up because I'll mangle it. So anyway, this is a spiritual coach Ari Mac. on Manifestation with Ari Mac and here on my TikTok. I have to say hi. Thank you guys for joining me on TikTok today. I truly, truly, truly appreciate you taking the time out. I decided to go a little earlier because I tried to do 2 or 3 videos and guys was just not having good technical support, and maybe because I was doing too much, but that's okay. I do better live and it keeps everything flowing. So I thank you for taking the time out and following me, liking me, and listening to me. Please share. Remember, the planets are going to affect us. Why not get a cheat sheet to stay ahead? Check it out. I got free information in my bio. And just remember, no matter where you are, you're blessed. Namaste. See you later, baby. Bye. Bye.